Our next segment deals with the topic of sexual abuse. This fall, reports came out that up to 30 women were drugged and sexually assaulted during Western University's orientation week. As both a woman and a Western graduate, this story hit me hard. Ideally, we would live in a world where women didn't have to worry about their safety, but in the meantime, we want you to be prepared for anything, which is why we've brought in Dan Novak of Elite Martial Arts here to teach us some self-defense moves inspired by the most common attacks that women face. Dan, it's so good to have you here in studio with us. How you doing?
Thanks for inviting me. Happy to help.
Well, I'm happy, too, that you can walk us through some of these movements. Listen, we've both been COVID rapid tested.
Yep.
Because we are going to get up close and personal with each other.
True.
I've been in this situation before, actually not at Western, at McGill. When I was a student there, I was attacked. And I've been through a few self-defense classes, but it's one of those situations where you never know how your body is going to react. You don't know what you're going to do in that moment. So I think it's important that our viewers have all the information, and you can practice this. And then if you're ever in a precarious situation, hopefully you've got some muscle memory, right?
You've made some excellent points. You take my job.
No, I can't.
No, but actually, you're exactly correct. Muscle memory creates what you need to flow with the movements for self-defense to make it second nature, right?
Right.
So without further ado, if you want me to go through some of these, I'd be happy to introduce you to them.
Yes, let's go through the
Sure.
first move that you're going to teach us today. What is it?
It's just a basic strike combination. We talked earlier, you're right-handed, right foot dominant, so you want your right hand back, right foot back, and this is where your power is, right?
And I just want to mention, I'm wearing a suit and heels because I could be walking down the street in a suit and heels when an attack happens, right? I wouldn't necessarily be in workout gear, so go ahead.
Again, another very good point.
Yeah.
So from here, right, passive stance, you'd want your hands up. Someone's approaching you, maybe make you feel uncomfortable, like, hey, you know, how's it going? Like, unwanted attention. Like, just,
Yeah.
hey, you know, stay there. You're freaking me out a bit. I can talk to you from here.
Right.
Right, you're making
Okay.
it clear. Raise your voice. Other people hear, right? They know what's going on. Maybe they'll bring attention to it.
Yeah.
And what I want you to do is just from here,
Yeah.
element of surprise. It's called palm heel strike with the lead left, palm heel, hard right rowing kick. What that would do, doesn't matter how big I am, you pop me in the nose when I don't expect it, boom, and then your power right there with the right, my hand's gonna come up. That's
And then
gonna
I'm
give
gonna
you free shot, get out of there.
Got
so
it.
if we practice on the focus mitts here,
And just a couple of things to call out of this one. As you said, you want to look like calling attention.
Yes.
I'm uncomfortable, so
Exactly.
get people on the street looking at you.
Maybe come help
But also don't look like you're too strong because you want the element of surprise.
yes, that's why we're going with a passive stance rather than a fighting
Got it.
stance.
Okay.
Right?
Yep.
So from here, with those open hands,
Yep.
give me left, right, kick. Perfect. One more time.
Okay.
Here we go.
Yep.
1, 2, 3. Very well done.
Very good. Okay. Move number 2.
Wrist grabs.
Wrist grab. Okay.
Right? So someone grabs, I get asked this all the time. Less is more on this one.
Okay.
Right? We don't want to make it too complicated. The weakest part of my grip is between the fingers and the thumbs.
All right.
So if someone grabs and you just pull down and away,
It works.
most of the time it will.
Okay.
If I'm a much stronger person, right?
Yeah.
I grab with 2 hands. Remember I talked to you about weapons. You got a free hand here, what can you do? Right there. And then follow it up with a kick. Boom, right there.
Okay.
Right? So wrist grabs, we can easily
Let's
defend.
do that one again.
Sure.
It felt good.
Single or double?
Double.
Okay.
Okay. So bam, bam, bam. Okay.
There you go.
All right.
And next one,
What is the next one?
hair pull.
Okay. So let's do this hair pull. There's a couple of ways you can do it. So someone comes at you and they're pulling you like
Yeah.
this.
So
Right?
the danger here, I will not mess your hair, I promise.
Thank you.
The danger here
Yeah.
is actually not so much the hair pull and wrecking your hair,
Yeah.
as much as you may like your hair.
Yeah, I do.
It's getting pulled around, getting the torque on the neck, hurting the neck.
Yeah.
Right? And then feeding punches, and it leads to other things.
Okay.
So from here, you want to pin my hand
Like this?
with both your hands. Yeah, pin it right to
Okay.
your head and lower your center mass. That way
Okay.
I can't throw you around.
Right.
You're much harder, right?
Okay.
And from here, my only weapon here really is punching. You can block that with your elbows, like that free hand, block it up. And while I'm busy doing this, before I graduate to another strike, boom, right there.
Got it.
And if I was silly enough to grab with 2 hands,
Yeah. Then you're free
you
for
got
me
that
to...
free shot.
Okay.
Exactly.
All right. So use whatever's at your disposal. And you're also looking for their whatever's exposed on your attacker.
To neutralize and eliminate the threat.
Okay.
Things like the eyes,
yeah.
the nose, the groin, the softer parts of the body where size doesn't matter.
Okay, very good. I just want to say the one thing that I noticed the most about that is
Yes.
that as soon as you lower your gravity, you've got way more like ability to stop things from happening. So thank you for that tip.
It's very true. Like, you could be a smaller individual. And again, the self-defense thing, it's not so much female self-defense, male self-defense. Like, this could be a female.
Totally.
I could be a much bigger, stronger female and bully you around, right?
Absolutely.
So we got to get past that too. It's not just male versus female.
Right.
A lot of females train these days.
Absolutely. Last move.
Knife to the throat.
Okay, this is scary.
So this scenario here,
Yeah.
very bad. If you
Very
can,
bad.
if you can run away. I don't advocate you. You go, all right, I've been training this. I can't wait to do this. Right? This is what I've been training for.
Run if you can run, always. Yes.
If that's not an option, you're pinned against the wall. You got nowhere to go.
Yeah.
Right. What you got to do on this one is you're looking down. You're looking at the knife here. You got to see where the knife is.
Okay.
And hands up on this one.
Okay.
Because if you guess the wrong way and you panic,
You slit
cut
your
yourself.
throat.
Yeah.
So I do one of these.
Knuckle side.
Yeah.
Yep. So from there, redirect the weapon, come underneath and pin that arm. This
Here?
Just like that. Now come in.
Okay.
Yeah, and boom, right there. And hopefully I drop the knife if I'm hurt, and you can just get right out of there.
Run away! If you can run away, run away.
Always run away from a knife if you can run away.
And maybe one of those.
Clear it, yes.
Okay. The biggest mistake people are making out there on the streets, what would you say that is? And I'm not blaming the victim, because I've been the victim. It's not our fault. But what can we do to make ourselves either bigger or, you know, try to make sure that we're not in a precarious situation?
It's a good question, and my honest answer is this. People are oblivious to their surroundings. Especially the iPhones, always on the phone.
Yeah.
And I don't want anybody to live squirrely and be walking around downtown Toronto all freaked out, but you got to be aware of what's going on around you.
Okay.
Situation when, like, people put the headphones on at night, they're walking around, they're looking at their phone, like, you're a huge target doing that. And again, that's male or female.
Yeah,
right?
I really appreciate the fact that you are educating folks to protect themselves. So, Dan, thank you so much.
Not a problem. Thank you for having me.
Really, really good, important lessons here. And if you want to revisit any of these tips, find them on our website. That is cityline.tv.